In a rare break with President Donald Trump, the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has rejected the US-backed 15-point plan for Gaza. The Israeli leader saying Israel won't be pulling out of Gaza until Hamas is fully disarmed. This just weeks after Trump said a breakthrough had been secured in the administration of Gaza. He said the Board of Peace would oversee the eventual transition of power to an independent Palestinian National Committee. Well, let's talk about this then with Philip Turle, our foreign editor, who's with me here in the Paris studio. Philip, then, we know that Benjamin Netanyahu and Donald Trump famously are pretty close allies. Why then is Netanyahu breaking with Trump on this issue?
Let's put it this way, shall we, Nadia? We have elections coming up in Israel pretty soon now, and also in the United States, the famous midterm elections, which Donald Trump would like to win, but which are looking increasingly difficult for him. That's the case also for Benjamin Netanyahu in Israel. So what we're seeing here is they're putting electioneering first and the large-scale issues that they can manipulate for their own electoral outcome in second place. So it appears that Benjamin Netanyahu is playing to the hands of the far right in his own coalition government because he wants to stay in power. He knows that the elections coming up, which are due on the 27th of October, look to be pretty difficult for him. I'll come into that just in a moment. So he wants to shore up that government to remain in power, and he's willing to break ties with Donald Trump over this peace agreement, this peace accord on the Gaza Strip, in order to shore up support from his far right, which have basically threatened to withdraw from the government, saying that they do not want any kind of peace deal with the Gaza Strip right now. And certainly not the peace deal, the Board of Peace deal, which has been put forward by Donald Trump and which has also been accepted by Hamas in the Gaza Strip. So that is the situation that we're seeing right now. We haven't had a comment from Donald Trump in the White House. We've had comments from the head of the Board of Peace, which was responsible for drawing up this peace agreement, saying that they still want to work with Israel to try to come to some agreement about how to move forward with the Gaza peace plan. But as things stand right now, Benjamin Netanyahu has made it pretty clear that he is not going to move forward with that unless Hamas hands in all of its weapons, right down to Kalashnikovs. Everything has to be handed in, and then there may be some movement forward. But certainly as far as Hamas is concerned, they say, well, we're waiting for Israeli forces to withdraw from the Gaza Strip before we agree to hand in those last weapons. We've signed this agreement. We are in favor of this agreement. There's no reason not to trust us in moving forward to make sure that all goes as planned. This is just an election movement by Benjamin Netanyahu to try to shore up support from his coalition. What we don't know right now is what the reaction is going to be from Donald Trump. Donald Trump also, as I was saying, is facing elections in November. He wants to push this forward as saying, yes, I've ended another war in the Middle East. This is not going to be the case if this peace agreement that he's worked so hard to put on the table with the Israelis does not come to fruition. So there could be much more antagonism between Donald Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu as a result of this.
All right. Thank you for your analysis, Philip Turle.